Just kill the ward, guys. It's like right there and you wouldn't be able to see it. Oh no. Hey everyone, Jatt here, and today I'm going to be ranking the craziest steals of all time with clips selected by you, the fans. So without further ado, let's get into it.
It's about to come out. Oh boy, the party portal looks like it's coming in here, and now the trap is sprung. They get in there. Odawamne getting suppressed. He's gone down, but Mouse, his GA is gonna get popped. Vander a little bit too low in this one. It is just a one for one. The steal away. Jankos secures a absolutely massive Elder Drake, and EDG are evaporating on the spot. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Is this the one where the Jankos scream just got played in every single promo for the rest of eternity? I think it was. Oh no. Okay, I need to see this again. This is the most ridiculous thing. Because he's gone. Like, if EDG just want to kill it now, they can. They just need to not hit Odawamne. There's only Forgiven that's hitting them. EDG could easily just take the dragon. Anyway, Jankos gets blasted to Narnia, so he's at the red buff. And he just flashes and instantly smites it before Clear Love can smite. This one, I'll say they are up 10,000 gold, so they might have won the game anyway. That's about the 700th time I've seen that Jankos scream. So I approve. Okay, initial ranking of the tier list, it's pretty high. Like, I want to put it here for the reaction, but the craziness of the steal, up 12,000 gold, when the other team just decides not to hit the Elder Dragon for like 10 seconds, I'm going to give it an A for now. For now. I might change it later. I think the game has just changed from when we saw Rek'Sai back here. Like, if you look at the minimap closely, you see all these little tunnels. This is where he had the, like, get back on the map scream. So he was a completely different jungler back then. Like, he was more about map control and just constantly being present because he could base and then literally ult back to the jungle wherever he had been before. So he was this just map control god. Now he's like this AD assassin, and everyone has way more mobility and dashes. Like, you're not getting to play against Malzahar in mid lane where you can just burrow underneath him and, you know, CC him for the rise. So I just feel like the game is passing it by, and the kick got changed.
Keen absolutely slaughtered that fight. They were able to get the Kindred ult down before Meteos pop, but at the same time, they have this massive backline now. Apollo and Keen pumping out damage through the entire fight. Ray picks his moment, jumps in, goes for the assassination. So much pressure put on Cloud9. They lose to GA.
Oh my god!
He stole
the Elder Dragon! Sneaky!
So at least he's level 18. We know what's going to happen. Just kill the ward, guys. It's like right there and you wouldn't be able to see it. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, so guys, Meteos, you see Meteos recalling on midwave. So it could literally just be sneaky. And there's a one-hit ward in the back of the pit that Apollo just anyone can just hit it. But I guess they're just trying to kill it as fast as possible. The funny thing about this actually is how low the dragon actually gets. Let's see, like, because like an auto attack is doing like 400 damage from Apollo, and then another, look at that, Cassio does 111, Apollo does 272, and the damn SneakyW does 87 damage and just kills the Elder Dragon. It's the funniest thing. Especially because it's 49 minutes into the game, and they probably lose if he doesn't just fire that W over the wall. Ultimately, though, I don't think it's that impressive, only because he wouldn't have been able to see it if they just killed the ward. Oh, one that comes to mind is one that probably a lot of people didn't see. It was long ago, and there was this support called Bloodwater, and he stole Baron with a rank 1 Janna Tornado. He started channeling it at max charge and just flew into Baron and did like 60 damage and stole Baron.
There's the burn, the shield's gonna wear off in time. Oh, the ultimate goes across. He gets out with 100 HP. The Baron, oh my god! Me? Oh, Bloodwater steals Baron with a... I don't even know what to say.
With a rank 1 tornado.
In my head, that's the most ridiculous one.
了，对，绝对看 Mountain， 但蛇蛇在岸上想要做控制，现在有果子，这个跟昨天打比赛很像，就是蛇蛇蹲在这个草丛里面，但小叶赶过来，小蛇没有大给眼，但这个这张屏幕效果，哇，看起来LBC 有点危险哦，连白盾都开不出来，直接被杀了。而且 Mountain 这一波是把大权交在了咪咪蛋跟蛇蛇身上，之后队友想要偷到了 Mountain 这个行云流水偷巴龙，把巴龙给拿走。 神级偷龙！昨天我看到泰山也有一个这样。
Oh, I remember Mountain. Okay, so he actually can't see. Hawkshot shows him. They still don't see him, but they know he's around. He just kicks Sword Art away. Oh no! Okay. Okay, that was sick. That was actually so sick. So you don't. It's weird because Flash Wolves is. It feels like they're doing all the right stuff. They have Karsa in the pit with Smite. They keep the Caitlyn in there to DPS. They basically send 2 people to zone him out, but he literally just does all the Lee Sin garbage, Qs in, W flashes. So he goes from, like, how many frames is this? This is like, he goes from inside the red pit to inside the pit in under 2 seconds. Like, there's no way Karsa thought this was even going to be hard. Like, at this point in time, look how fast this is. Oh my god, that's so good. I know this is craziest Baron steals, but just for the sheer execution, this is definitely the highest one so far. So just for the sheer speed that he went from red buff, like, that's faster than an Ash Arrow, a Jinx Rocket. That was so fast. So I'm putting this here for now. Here's the weird thing for me about junglers who are or aren't good at steals. I feel like over a long enough time frame, they're all pretty close to 50-50. Because I'm trying to think now, there's been so many moments where I've thought a guy is really insane at stealing or really terrible at stealing, like Piosik in the World Finals last year had a couple crucial Smite misses that we remember. But overall in that year, he probably had higher than 50% on his Smite secure. So with this long of a time frame to remember, no one actually comes to mind as like the god of stealing things.
I think this
Samsung are running for Baron though right now, trying to establish vision control and force
SKT
to fail. Take that Ambition! Ambition steals the Elder Dragon! He gets away with the lives! This is a 4 Drake Elder Dragon!
All right, this one is from the 2016 World Championship. This is in Staples Center, and before even seeing this play, I remember this play. We're 67 minutes into the game. This is what we used to have. This is how League of Legends used to work. But this was just going to be a sweep. This was just going to be SKT taking them down 3-0. There'd already been a good comeback. Look, Faker has 630 CS. What are we even playing here? Anyway, it feels like, oh my god, even Faker even tries to shockwave it. I need to remember how this actually happens. So he flies in. It goes to 1200. How does he get this? Because Bengi could just Q Smite. It goes to 1000. No one's smote yet. Here comes the Smite. And I think Smite does 1000. What? That's so yeah, Smite did 1000 at the time. That's clearly Ambition Smite. So it's he'd already used Q2 to get over the wall. This is either, there's so much noise here. This is either his E or his auto attack. This is crazier rewatching it that he was able to get this because he misses his Smite. There's a window here for either Faker's Shockwave to finish those little orbs you see flying around or Bengi to do anything. And he still gets it. What was great about this play as well is they're doing Baron at the same time. So this is one of those, like, we're kind of even to losing anyway. Let's just flip it. And he gets it. Does he get out too? And then Wolf chases that. Oh no. All right, that was sick. That was sick. That made sure everyone got 2 more hours of World Finals. Other than that, it meant nothing. Yeah, do I miss this old Elder Drake system? I don't think so. Basically, so you'd get this Dragon Slayer stack for every dragon, up to 4, and then you'd get the bonus. And then if you got Elder, it would, I believe, enhance those bonuses and then also make the like Elder power more so your auto attacks would burn like crazy. It's like, it was good for the team that has 4 dragons like Samsung, but like if T1 gets this dragon, I feel like they weren't actually that strong. So it just like, it's one of the reasons these games could go to 67 minutes. So for that, I don't necessarily miss it. I do like when people reach max items and then the game ends. Like these guys were buying and reselling items for like 25 minutes because the game just wasn't ending. So like the systems were not aligned to have the game conclude at the right time. So I prefer the current Soul system to this old Elder system. Ranking this one, this one, I think because of the stakes, goes really high. So I'm gonna put that in S. For people that weren't watching back in the day, back in 2016, which at this point was almost 7 years ago, this was a pretty big miracle run for Samsung. Like they weren't actually supposed to be that good this year. Like Core JJ was 1 year removed from being Dignitas's AD carry. And then suddenly he's this like world-class support. This was Ruler's rookie campaign. And then Faker as well had already won the 2013 and the 2015 World Championship. So it did feel like they were just going to sweep them. And it really was going to happen. Just like that. I feel like if this Smite doesn't come down. But this gave us like this temporary 2 hours where we thought maybe Samsung would win their first World Championship. What's really interesting as well is I've gotten to talk to Core JJ about this, and if they had ended up completing the comeback for the series and beaten SKT in 2016, there's a good chance they wouldn't have then won in 2017 because of the motivation that they had after getting so close and falling short.
DRX circled T1 like sharks, herding them in. T1 didn't find a response. Guma, can he steal it? Guma will have to fire right. What the fuck? Gumayusi steals Baron.
All right, let's check it out. Gumayushi's Varus. This was a backbreaker. Oh, okay. I actually need to frame by frame this. Because this was the second time it had happened this series that it was stolen with the Varus Q. So it's 800. Totally fine. Piosik has Smite. Just press it, man. The whole team is there. Oh, wait. Oh, that's so weird. The gold pops up on Zeus first. So for some reason I thought he stole it. No, but obviously Gumayusi steals it. Unbelievable. Look at all the different instances of damage that hit it right at the end. 212, 335, 297, 193, 139. This one, what's crazier about this play, to me, is that they didn't then win. Like, how do they get this steal and are unable to use that momentum to win? This is game 5 of the World Finals, and they get a miracle Baron steal. That's a win 9 times out of 10. But DRX still manages to come back and win this game. That's crazy. I can't remember a bigger crowd reaction for a moment. Like World Finals are often letdowns in terms of what type of series you get delivered. So you can look back and still have these amazing narrative results like in 2017 when Faker was finally dethroned, but that was like a 3-0. They had this bird's nest 80,000 seat stadium, but there weren't these incredibly dramatic moments that could elicit a group reaction. Whereas this one, I think, was the perfect combination of 2 really strong narrative stories. Faker trying to win his 4th title, DRX trying to get Deft his first title, be the first 4 seed to ever win, Faker and Deft going to the same high school, all that stuff, culminating in this incredibly relatable moment where it's just a random ass Baron steal. Like everyone at the time lost their mind. You could not hear Kadril, even though he was screaming over the loudspeaker. All you could hear was people just reacting to how ridiculous this moment was. We have the tier for a reason. I feel like the title of this is craziest. And I think the amount of people that saw the steal and thought, holy crap, this is crazy, is the highest for this one. So I have to put this at the top. There were different ones, like the most impressive one was Mountain. You know, the memeiest one was SneakyW. The best fan reaction was Jankos. But the craziest was this one because of the situation. Even gold, Game 5, World Final, doesn't even have Smite, and gets the Baron. That will do it for my ranking of the craziest steals of all time. Let me know how you think I did in the comments. I'm reacting in the moment, but everyone's going to have a different opinion, so I'll check those out, and I'll see you next time.